Cretan stitch. So if you don't know feather stitch, you're going to want to check that out first, because Cretan stitch is filling a shape with feather stitch. So I come up along my center line, top of my shape. I'm going to go down to the right first, and then when I come up to catch this loop, I'm going to do it on the right, just to the right of that center line, like so. And then I'm going to go down on the left for my next feather. Oops. And here I'm going to come up on the left side of it. So the closer I make it here, the tighter my Cretan stitch is going to be. You can see I did leave gaps here. Hopefully that'll just make it easier to see what I'm doing. I do find it a little trickier to make it super duper tight along the edges here. It's not impossible though. Okay, back down on the left. Coming up a little bit to the left of that guideline. Tug. I do like a tug up. Kind of make it even tighter and then pull down. Don't pull too tight. Either way. There's my little tug up and then down. So you can see this kind of interesting pattern that forms along that center line that makes this stitch unique. So I'm gonna actually start loosening the stitch. Instead of being consistent and coming up here, I'm gonna come down here just to save us a little time. So obviously if you make that space bigger, you're gonna get these little hollow spaces in between. This is obviously a big exaggeration of keeping it loose. And then all the way to the right, you can see I made the stitches touching, but it looks like I didn't actually make these as tight as I did here, where they're like really, really, really tight. So that is to say, practice and play and see, you know, what is the shape you're trying to go for, what's the look you're trying to go for. I think it looks cool on top of another stitch, so you could do, like, say, fill your leaf with like a stem stitch or a satin stitch, and then do this on top with a different color. I think that looks really cool. And we're almost done here. I'll do one more on the left. Kind of give our leaf an outline. And then, kind of like when you fill with a fly stitch, you can just come down really close, or if you want to give it like a little stem, come down a little further like that. And that's it. I like it. That is Cretan stitch.